And finally, one morning, just when I thought I had completely lost hope, he actually appeared before me. I will never forget that moment. He was walking among the crowd again. For me, everything around me was blurred again. I was only seeing him. Her hair was waving in the wind. But this time he had someone with him. He was holding the hand of a small child. At that moment, we made eye contact. He looked at me, and that same deep smile was on his face again. That smile held 1,000 meanings within it. A thank you, a farewell, perhaps even an acceptance that said, "My story ends here." A voice inside me just wanted to scream, but I couldn't. All I could do was stare blankly. Because I understood. Sometimes life gives you what you think is yours, just so you can recognize it. Perhaps it's not meant for you to own it, but simply to learn how to love. These days, I still walk the same streets. I'm still going to the same places. But everything was different now, because I know that the most cruel truth of life is that sometimes you can be the furthest away from even the one you love the most. And the strongest person is the one who can always remember the most beautiful way, even if they lose what they love. As I walked through those streets again, I noticed something. Every corner, every bench, every coffee shop we used to frequent was still tucked away in a corner of my mind. Sometimes, when people remember what they've lost, they can feel it much more strongly than what they've experienced. It's as if a memory comes alive with every step. Their laughter, those deep silences, the way they touched me. One day, I saw him by chance in the middle of a rainy day. The street was empty, only the drops of the falling rain and us were there. We didn't get to talk at all, neither of us. It was as if words that had been accumulating for years were just trapped within our eyes. And that look, it caused a piece of me to break inside. It was like the same old feeling, but deeper, more painful, and sweeter. I couldn't say, "Why did you leave?" Because if I knew the answer, perhaps my heart would break even more. He just stopped for a moment, looked into my eyes, and gave me that beautiful smile. But this smile both warmed me and burned me to the core. It was as if I could see the whole world, but I was looking from a place I didn't know at all. That moment, I realized that some people enter our lives not just to stay with us, but to force us to find ourselves. The time I spend with him teaches me what love, loss, waiting, hope, and pain mean and are. After that, when I walked alone at night and looked at the stars, I only thought of him. And when I close my eyes and drift off, I can still feel the coolness of that morning, our walks through the crowd, and the dance of her hair in the wind. I ask, can a person miss someone this much? Sometimes the word missing feels so inadequate. There's a deep emptiness, a void within me, and it feels as though only he can fill it. But life doesn't always go the way we plan. The child's existence shows that he is now part of a completely different life. My heart was heavy, but at the same time, I was filled with gratitude toward him. Because there was something I learned. Loving isn't just about possessing. Loving is about accepting someone whose presence, memories, and influence have changed your life, just as they are. Over time, I realized that his absence opened up different paths for me. Sometimes, a person can find themselves when they lose what they love the most. They are left alone with their thoughts and feelings and get to know themselves. That void taught me patience, understanding, and empathy. And one day, I learned that I could fill the void of that lost love in another way. In the notes of a song, in the breeze of the wind, and in the light of a dark city. Everything reminds me of the moments I shared with him, but now, not with pain, but with gratitude. Finally, I understood this. Some loves in life are too big to fit into a lifetime, yet short enough to fit into a smile. I lost him, yes, but I became a deeper, more feeling, more alive person because of his influence. And then, at that moment, again, one day on the ferry, as I was lost in the depths of the Bosphorus, I took a deep breath and thought to myself, wow, some loves really do make you grow just by loving, and when they leave, they illuminate your life in a different way. But the truly interesting part is this: even after losing someone, you can feel their presence at any moment. His smile, his touch, his gaze, and sometimes, even after years, he can suddenly appear in your life and silently touch it. That morning, as her hair blew in the wind and she looked at me and smiled with that child beside her, what I realized was this: life doesn't test you with the person you love the most. It grows you within yourself and completes you with their absence. And just then, I fell into thought once more. Love is not just about living together. Love is about losing, missing, remembering, growing, and finding him again in the small miracles life offers you. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. A small smile spread across my face, because I knew, even if a love wasn't physically in my grasp, it could live forever in the depths of my soul. And at that moment, the same sentence passed through my mind again. Wow, some loves touch your soul so deeply that even when they leave, they completely change your life.